I beg, Niger people, make una tell me, how do I become Nigerian? My Niger people, wahala day. I need una advice for this matter. I have learned something today. I hope it's not true. Niger people, please correct me. If it's true, I am seeing Shege Pro Max. In my country, if we marry a foreigner, they have the right to become a US citizen. Now there's a process they gotta go through, but my wife, American passport. My children, American passports, right? Because my wife is Nigerian, she has a Nigerian passport. My children, Nigerian passports. I was doing some online research, and I learned that according to the Nigerian constitution, a Nigerian man, when he marries a foreigner, can allow her to apply for citizenship immediately. But a Nigerian woman, when she marries a foreigner, that man has to live in Nigeria for 15 years before he's eligible to apply for citizenship.
Yeah, it's kind of like really funny because we were reading about the whole thing because we are planning on going to Nigeria to live there for 5 years, 6 years, whatever, for a long time. So we're looking into him getting, everything done. But it says that if me, as a Nigerian woman, and I get married to a foreigner, the man cannot become a Nigerian, except he lived in Nigeria for 15 years. But if a Nigerian man get married to a foreigner, the woman can apply to become a Nigerian as soon as possible. Immediately,
that's the right in my country. You can apply immediately. Why shouldn't I be able to travel freely in and out without stress?
I don't think that is right. I don't think that should be so. So I'm telling my husband that maybe we just read the wrong information because we need explanation. That cannot be right.
I don't know who has Tinubu's DMs, his email, his social media. We gotta see about this. It's not right.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. How we all doing today? So after watching the video, I came to the realization that they've been going to Nigeria and coming back, but they want to go and live in Nigeria for 5 years. So they were trying to explore other options, like what will it take for him to get the citizenship so he doesn't have to apply for visa or renew visa here and there. So that is when they came to the realization that he have to live in Nigeria for 15 years for him to be able to get a Nigerian citizenship. And then I went to the comment section to see what people are saying, what is the reason for this kind of law. I noticed that it's not only Nigeria that have that kind of law. I saw people people from Kenya, a lot of African countries and Asian countries saying that it's the same thing with their country, that it's kind of the same thing. So I saw one comment that kind of got to me. I want to share it with you all. So the person said, Nigeria is my country, everything is possible. I am so happy for you, but Nigeria is not safe for you and your family. And the creator replied and said, I think it's a little safe. We stayed there for 1 full month with security and it was 100% safe. That's been the problem. I've seen a lot of videos. I saw a South African come out and say that he wanted to visit Nigeria, or she wanted to visit Nigeria for a very long time, but it was Nigerians that was discouraging her from visiting Nigeria. That is what some of us do. We discourage people from coming to Nigeria, to coming to experience Nigeria, and to coming to experience the culture in Nigeria. For this person to decide, I want to come and live in Nigeria for 5 years or more, she must have known. She's a Nigerian. She knows. She has been there on and off, and she knows what it takes to live in Nigeria. So you coming to drop this comment, there is a lot of those comments there. People are trying to discourage them from the decision they already made to come to Nigeria. That's our problem. We know a lot of things are going on in the country, that everybody is not happy, but then trying to discourage people is not the ideal thing to do. Trust me. I have a lot of videos I want to play for you, people that are also talking about this issue of them not being able to get Nigerian citizenship for their husband, for their non-Nigerian husbands. And I'm going to play the video for you guys, then we'll come out and talk about the solution or the reasons people gave for this law.
Do you know that Nigerian citizenship through registration, which is marriage, is gender-based? Let me break it down. As a Nigerian woman, if you marry a foreigner, your husband is not entitled to citizenship through marriage. However, if you're a Nigerian man and you marry a foreigner, your wife gets citizenship through registration. Honestly, I am just confused. I've tried to think of possible reasons for this law, but I can't just pinpoint it. So please, if you know the reason why Niger wives can get citizenship through marriage, but Niger husbands cannot get citizenship through marriage, tell me in the comment section. Thank you.
Did you know a Nigerian woman who is married to a foreigner cannot transfer her Nigerian citizenship to her husband through marriage, but a Nigerian man can marry a foreign woman and she can become a Nigerian citizen through marriage after some years? Why is this so? The government is worried that granting citizenship to foreign men through marriage will lead to a potential security risk. And in some Nigerian culture, citizenship is tied to ethnicity and ancestral heritage, and allowing foreign men to become citizens through marriages might be diluting their cultural ties. Do you think this is fair?
For me, I felt a little bit bad when I got this news, or when I saw the news, or when I saw this information. I felt as a woman, okay, but then reasoning on what she said and the reasons other people gave, thinking about it, it's kind of fair if you ask me, because our citizenship is tied to our tradition, so we don't want to sell our tradition out. We don't want to be colonized again, that kind of feeling. Yeah, that is not what we want at this point in our life. We are trying to now get the country better and all that, and giving our citizenship to our male in-laws might kind of affect our tradition, affect our culture. We are Africans, we have our way of doing things. That is absolutely what I think, and I'm going to read out some comments for you guys. Someone said it is a Nigerian tradition. A woman will leave home to live with her husband. A man can never leave his home to live with his wife. So it's our tradition that when you marry, you move to your husband's house and not your husband moving to your house, which is very understandable. I've seen a lot of people argue some time ago about I'm a Nigerian Cameroonian, that kind of thing, or I'm a Nigerian American. If your father is a Nigerian, you should say first that you are a Nigerian American and not an American Nigerian, that kind of thing. We have our tradition, and kind of our tradition have a way into our constitution, and it goes a long way at the end of it all. You have to live with your husband and not your husband living with you. Yeah. Another person said Nigeria is a fatherland, not a motherland, so a woman cannot give citizenship to a foreign man automatically. We can never allow this happen in Nigeria. It is a taboo. You saying it's a taboo is also a taboo at this point. It's just a constitution. Trust me, it can be amended. If the women take it upon themselves to protest for it, for a change, I think it can be considered. But you saying it's a taboo, it's not a taboo, because they said your husband must live in Nigeria for 15 years, and if any husband lives in Nigeria for 15 years, they are going to get the citizenship. So it's not a taboo. Sometimes we'll take this thing too deep. Someone said obviously when Nigerian woman marries foreigner, she belongs to the country, and if Nigerian man marry foreigner, automatically the woman belongs to her husband country, which is Nigeria. The creator replied, we just feel like everything gender should be equal right. As a country, I don't feel Nigeria we have gotten to that point of equal rights with women and everything. When I watched the story of Akpabio and Natasha and everything that is going to the House of Senate, and Akpabio, that is not his first time of doing that. I still feel that it's the same thing we are battling. Every Nigerian woman, I don't know for any other person, but as a Nigerian woman, I feel at a point that my rights are, tampered with because I am a woman. There are some things people do. Sometimes I look at them and I feel like it's because I am a woman. Our country, that we have not gotten to that place that where America is, where Canada is, where UK is when it comes to gender equality. Nigeria still have a long way to go, because the issue that is happening in the Senate House, I believe, is still the gender thing, because she's a woman. That is how I feel, and I believe our country still have a long way to go to get to that point where everything is equal, that we don't treat women less because they are women. No, we don't treat, but I still believe that the citizenship thing is our tradition, is our culture, but there is room for adjustment, there is room for changes, there is room for everything to change. But if we can still maintain our tradition while giving the women the rights they deserve, it's going to be okay. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do want to subscribe if you're new here, and don't forget to turn the post notification on so you'll be notified whenever I put out a new video. Thank you so much for your constant support on this channel. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.